Today's video is regarding enterprise resource planning for the December cycle 2022. First question, you're aware of the pattern how we have to answer. So introduction, concept and application related to the question and the conclusion. The weightage part of is here. For question 1 and 2, there are 10 marks questions and we have to come closer to the 1000 words. And question 3A and 3B each are for 5 marks and we have to answer each of the question with 500 words. Moving to the first one. So here we have a little different scenario that the case study has been given. Uh, Read the case study for Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited and answer the following questions. So once you click on this link, you will be able to download the case study. So just go through the case study. Then we can start with answering the question number 1. Explain the key factors that made BPCL consider implementing the ERP. Was this organization adequately prepared to take up such a large technology project? Justify your answer by giving suitable illustrations. Okay. Now, what we have is we have to do a little basic information like introduction part of it. Maybe we can go ahead with the books and then NMIMS book we can refer to in the chapter 9. So we are ERP implementation introduction, we can take it, and then a reason for ERP implementation. Let me just go through. I'll just show you the case study. Once you download, this is what the case study looks like. This is for 14 pages of case study. uh, it's very interesting. You can just read through, then you can understand what exactly the information we are looking here. You can write it in your own words. Let's go to the page 147. So ERP implementation. Here you will get a little basic information that why generally the organization are going for ERP implementation and what are the information has to be ready, and reasons what kind of a ERP implementation we are looking for. What is it really necessary? So this kind of things you can find out here. Once you're done with this, now they are asking like, is the BPCL was really ready for it, or what was the reason? So you have here a little bit of a background information. Just go through this one, you will come up with some points. And once you're done that, are they ready? So how they have been prepared, you can find a little bit of information here. What was their preparation level? Okay, so there is no straight away answer for this. So guys, please, you have to do a little bit of your own story. And if you want, you can go through a little more elaborated story of BPCL, what has happened for the ERP implementation in the internet as well. Okay, moving to the question 2. Explain the business case or cost benefit analysis the company expected to achieve through this ERP implementation. Identify key areas of improvement expected through this ERP implementation. Okay, now, okay, so the answer again, we are going back to the chapter 9, 9.5 post implementation, and 9.6 for ERP implementation challenges and factors for successful ERP implementation. So page numbers 152, 153, and 154. Okay. So this is our post implementation part of it. Try to get a little information from here for post implementation and ERP implementation challenges. You have it here. Then factors for successful implementation. So once you have this information, then again you have to go back to the case study. Post implementation, what kind of expectations they had it, um, what was the objective. I think you can come back with the cross functional audit details, scope of CDP. basically the project plan, how it has been implemented. You you really have to read once or twice, then you will understand what exactly the points you can take up, uh, uh, so that you can answer this question very well. As I earlier mentioned, there is no straightforward answer for it, but of course we can write around the information once we are done. So the cost benefits, they have expected the cost benefits to cert. I think we it has been mentioned here. The cost benefit what has expected was I think some crore was mentioned. Let me just check. Yeah, 42 crore per year is what the estimated quantitative benefits was mentioned. So it is also there. Uh, how did they manage kind of information? And I'll tell you, you can find out a little more information from the internet that will give you a little bit better detailed information for the cost one. Okay, moving to question number 3. Explain the functionality of the following two modules of SAP as mentioned in Annexure 3. So again, we are connecting back to this case study, materials management. We're going back to the chapter 4.2 for the page 49. Introduction part of it, you can collect some information and put it back for our things. Again, guys, we have here, if you want to write up definitions by all, then you can go ahead and write it. But these definitions do mention that you have been taken from the books. Otherwise, there will be an issue with the plagiarism. And of course, the definitions are same, so you can just write it as it is. Uh, then you have here characteristics of SAP. If you want to take up little words, and then you straight away go back to the modules, is the application modules. So in this we have module, going back, human resource, project management. Yeah, this is a materials management module. In this you can create this diagram very easily in the PowerPoint. Sorry, in a Word also you can create it in a smart art with the help of detailed information there. Okay, and going back to question 3b, sales and distribution module, we have to explain here. We have to go back with the same introduction of SAP and then come down to sales and distribution model. So sales and distribution model is here. Here is our sales and distribution model. Again, you have here smart art, so you can use the smart art and create this chart. Yeah. So this is same for question A and B. So try to keep a introduction part of it little different for both of them, and also try to get some information from the case study. So if I'm going back to the case study, and Annexure 3 is what they have mentioned, what they are trying to get information here. So these are the basic modules they have mentioned, what kind of a modules they are going to get it. Um, Here is module and SD module. I think this is just a um, issue of formatting here. So materials management at refinery, marketing locations, distribution, sales and distribution is at marketing locations, and quality management system. This is what they have planned, basic modules. Okay, guys, thank you so much.